Lady Gaga's 2011 hit, "Baby, I Was Born This Way," rapidly became an LGBT anthem. In fact, over the past 20 years, experts have found a lot of evidence suggesting homosexuality is not a lifestyle choice, but rather a biological trait that is at least partially influenced by genetics. However, actual gay genes have proven to be elusive. In this video, we'll tell you how it works. Homosexual and heterosexual men have different chemical changes to DNA that affect the function of genes but not the information in the genes. The discovery has already sparked debate, with some academics criticizing its methods and others fretting about potential applications. Some people worry that the research can be viewed as a step toward curing homosexuality. There is nothing that could be further from the research goals. What causes human sexual preference of any kind is a subject of very little research. On a biological level, this is particularly true. The study is not focused on homosexuality. Rather, it seeks to understand the biology of sexual attraction. According to a recent study, the brain's chemical serotonin controls a male mouse's desire to mate with a male or a female. The discovery proves that a neurotransmitter controls the mammalian sexual desire for the first time. In both mice and men, serotonin controls sexual behaviors like erection, ejaculation, and orgasm. In general, the substance reduces sex drive. For example, antidepressants that raise serotonin levels in the brain can sometimes have the opposite effect. To make this a little simpler to understand, serotonin has long been known to influence human sex drive. Antidepressants like Prozac and Zoloft, which enhance serotonin in the brain, frequently cause people to have reduced libidos. Another fascinating study gives fresh light on the role of serotonin in sexual behavior. However, scientists are unsure if they have discovered a way to make mice bisexual or simply so eager that they will mount whatever happens to walk in their cage. They have recently demonstrated that it is this chemical that influences a man's desire to pursue a female or another man. To prove this, male mice were genetically altered to be deficient in either serotonin-producing neurons or a protein essential for the production of serotonin in the brain. Both groups of modified mice were unable to synthesize serotonin. The serotonin-depleted mice ended up being quite the show-offs, mounting both male and female partners around 80% of the time. Normal male mice, on the other hand, mounted their more macho counterparts just 20 to 30% of the time and got funky with females 60 to 80% of the time. Other indications confirm their growing experiment. Serotonin-deficient mice sang romantic mating songs to both sexes and scented their love scents. Another thing discovered was, if you give mice too much serotonin, they will have problems getting erections and ejaculating, which is a very acute condition. But if you take it away, the game is up, and so is, you get it. The mice mounted females more frequently than males after the research administered a substance to raise the neurotransmitter levels in the animals. However, excessive serotonin inhibited male-female mounting, indicating that the right quantity of the neurotransmitter is needed to promote heterosexual rather than homosexual behaviors. Whatever happens, we know one thing for sure. The mice seem to enjoy themselves. The results may have ramifications for homosexuality or bisexual behavior in humans. It is also suggested that the neurotransmitter may serve to direct sexual development. Before assuming that serotonin is the component that reduces male-to-male attraction, much more evidence is required to identify the brain regions implicated in any potential developmental regulation of serotonin in those areas. Furthermore, it's unclear whether any of this can be applied to people. Scientists warn that men and mice are pretty different in terms of our physical makeup, and that mice currently exhibit behaviors that are far more bisexual than the majority of heterosexual humans. Furthermore, there is no proof that antidepressants enhance serotonin and make gay men act or feel less homosexual. What do you think of this discovery? Do you believe this chemical has the same effect on humans as it did on mice? Let us know in the comment box below.